like spring break is never long enough, like my dick, but it just wasn't long enough, you know what I'm saying? And I'm so surprised that we've already had spring break. So, I don't know if you guys have, I'm sure you guys have. You wanted to laugh at that the whole time. You wanted to. Why did it come out like 30 seconds later? You're sitting there like... Yeah. You're free to laugh here. I guess I'm a comedian. So you guys have all walked by that fucking building outside. Like, who the fuck designed that thing? I don't, like Dr. Seuss or something? Fucking angles are all like weird and shit, right? I feel like I'm walking in a Tim Burton movie when I walk by that thing. It's retarded. I don't know if you guys know, copper is the most expensive common metal as of now. And so UConn just decides to fucking cover a whole building in it. That's how you know you have a president on the way out. He was like, have fun paying for that one, bitches. I'm out to Indiana, or whatever shit he went to. So, but yeah, listen, I hate commercials. There's not anything more in the world that I hate more than commercials. And there's this one commercial on now where there's this guy on an airplane and he's sleeping and he's snoring and there's this lady next to him that's getting real like pissed off. And Chester the cheetah, he leans in and he's like, you know what to do. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like Chester the cheetah has gotten real weird and creepy lately. Because he used to be like this real weird like cartoon, like this crazy cartoon hopping around the factory, all like pulling levers, like, oh, dangerously cheesy, like pulling it all the way, right? Like, you're like, no, Chester, no, don't pull the lever that far, that's too cheesy. You're gonna blow up a cheese reactor. You're fucking nuts. But like, I don't know if he's gone to like a therapist or if he's on medicine now, but he's real like chilled out, he's just like real creepy. Leaning in like, yes. You know what to do. We need to kill this guy and fucking stick Cheetos in his nose. Leave my calling card. Do it now. Alright. But I saw something in the news the other day. This guy, he had a sleeping disorder and he had night terrors. And in his night terror, he ended up strangling his wife in the middle of his sleep. And he got away with it because he blamed it on his sleeping disorder. And I'm wondering, like, what other kind of disorders let me get away with shit like that? You know, like, can I pull up to a Subway and be like, yeah, let me get that 12-foot sandwich, and I'm paying for none of it because I am bulimic, and I'm gonna puke all this shit up later. So I don't pay for shit that I don't shit out. That's half the fun, right? Like, can I get pulled over? And the cop would be like, sir, please focus on this pen here. And I'll be like, I don't have to focus on shit. I have ADD, that's attention deficit disorder. And I don't have to focus on nothing that you tell me to focus on. But my grandparents, yeah, good segue. My grandparents, they are good people, funny people. And I love going over their house because anytime I go over to my grandparents' house, they're just happy to see anybody who's not each other. Like for the last 30 years, I think they've been looking at across from the table at each other, and anybody else who comes in the house, they're just happy to see. And like when you walk in, it smells a little bit like a hospital, a little bit like mothballs, kind of just like death itself. You know what I'm saying? And it's always like 1,000 degrees in this house. And my theory is that there's just kind of like an incubator, just kind of keeping them alive in there. But despite the fact that it's 1,000 degrees, they always have their cardigans on. You know what I'm saying? Like they always have their cardigans, the typical grandparent cardigans, with like 1,000 pockets, one specifically designed for tissues. They just wake up in the morning, they're like, all right, 1 million tissues, ready to go. Anybody wants to sneeze, I got them. I got their back. But, all right, they love that joke. I love it. But yeah, I went over there for the summer to do some yard work for them because they're too old to do yard work, and so I went over there. And I say they're too old for yard work, but my grandfather still thinks he can like do it. 87, whatever. And so we're outside and we're moving this rock, and we had to push this rock down a hill. And so we're pulling and we're tugging at this rock. And I finally go, I'm like, all right, Grampy, look, this is not gonna happen. I was like, this rock is not going down this hill. And he does one thing, he looks at me and he goes, pussy? I'm like, did my 87-year-old grandfather just call me a pussy? Like, what the hell am I doing wrong in my life? Or my 87-year-old grandfather gets to call me a pussy. But like, I'm not worried. Like, he's all hopped up on meds, you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy takes more pills than Heath Ledger. I didn't know the Ledger family was here tonight. Fucking cool. All right. He's been dead for like a year. Let it go. He was the Joker. He can take a joke. Okay. Like, all right. So ladies, many of you ladies have done this before. The walk of shame. But like for the guys, the walk of shame is a little different, right? It's like you could be as shamed as you want walking back from a girl's room, but like you're still happy you got laid. Like, I don't care who it is, you're still happy you got laid. Like, it's almost like winning your bracket, almost. Like, I won my bracket this year, and I'm like, yeah, I won my bracket, but usually it's girls and people who know shit about sports that win the brackets, and so you're kind of just like, it's a half win, I guess. It's almost like killing Justin Bieber. You're like happy that you killed Justin Bieber, but you're like, I just fucking killed somebody. You're like, this kind of, like, I fucking killed somebody. Like, dude, the world is so much better without Justin Bieber. All right, don't get me started on Rebecca Black, dude. Don't get me started on Rebecca Black. I haven't wanted a child dead so bad since I watched John Q. All right, I was like, God damn it, can this movie just be over already? Fucking die already, and he lives. It's just the worst ending ever. You love that one, right? You're fucked up. I haven't seen this kid smile since I got here, and he just cracked up. So there's a part of my act that I don't like to memorize, and so I brought a sheet of paper. This is a part of my act that I didn't feel like memorizing, and they're all Twitter jokes. Twitter is like a fine wine. Too much of it and you feel stupid. Twitter is the same as a blind date. You get pissed at the sight of a whale. Right, a fail whale? Nobody. Okay. Twitter is the same as religion. I didn't even finish the punchline and they love that one. Twitter, I know, I already used that joke too. Twitter is the same as religion. It's a game to see how many followers you will get to listen to your bullshit. Twitter should be more like a cult. After a certain amount of followers, you should all drink Kool-Aid and kill yourself. Using Twitter is like using drugs. No one fucking cares unless you're famous, okay? And lastly, Twitter is the opposite of a walk to your car. It's actually really fun to get followed by a stranger. And that is the part of my act that I didn't feel like memorizing. So, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but after Michael Jackson died, 12 people killed themselves. 12 people just straight up off themselves because they couldn't handle living in a world without Michael Jackson. And that got me thinking, like, what other events could make people want to kill themselves? And I was wondering, like, how did no one kill themselves after the Patriots lost the Super Bowl and the perfect season? Like, not just the Super Bowl, the perfect season as well. Like, how is there not one person at home who's like a big Boston fan, big New England fan, like favorite food is clam chowder, favorite drink is Sam Adams, you know? How is there no one out there like, God damn it, I can't believe we're losing. This is ridiculous. I love JFK. That's why I talk like him. And how did he not want to kill himself? Like, well, fucking Giants beat us. There's nothing I have to live for. And like, how did no one kill themselves after Obama got office? You know what I'm saying? Like, How is there, like, I feel like there's enough racists out there to have at least one person be like, oh, a world with tolerance? No fucking way. No fucking way am I living in a world with tolerance. Get out of here. But yeah. People kill themselves after they watched Avatar. People thought like Pandora was like the ultimate fantasy, and that if they couldn't experience something like that on Earth, they should just kill themselves. And like, if you're thinking that, yeah, you should kill yourself. But like, Pandora doesn't even look like that nice of a planet, you know what I'm saying? Like, Pandora, like, everything's all bright and colorful. And like, if you know anything about nature, that means it's horribly deadly and poisonous. And you should stay the fuck away from it. Don't go near it. It's kind of like Mario, you know what I'm saying? Like Super Mario World. Like everything looks all nice and pretty, but like one touch and you're fucking dead. You should stay away from everything that moves. And like, Avatar is so stupid, because like, how did they come up with something like unobtainium? Real fucking original, James Cameron. Like, he was sitting in his house just like, oh, all right, like, what should the settlers be after? Some like weird, rare element. Something like, something that's like real unattainable. Unobtainium. Perfect. That works way better than hard to getium. Or tough to minium. Difficult to harvestium. And it's perfect. It'll fit right into the unoriginal story. Now let's start going to create this death world that people kill themselves over. And like, for someone to kill themselves over Pandora, that means like that was their ultimate fantasy. Like that was their ultimate fantasy, and like my ultimate fantasy would probably be to like have sex with like 5 different chicks, like all different nationalities. You know, like I'm having sex at the food court at the mall. And and so like, I don't know, like after seeing a film of my ultimate fantasy, I don't think I would be killing myself. I'd have a noose around my neck, but that's because I would be jerking off. So, and like, there's all different types of ways to jerk off, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got your right-hander, you got your left-hander, you got your fire starter, right? And like, I'm thinking of like a new way to masturbate, and what I've come up with is the pinball machine, and it looks a little bit like this. Your hands are the paddles, you get it. All right, cool. Like, who here masturbates, though? I fucking know you do. I know you do. You guys... Why can't I lower this goddamn mic? I feel snooty. I got my chin up at you guys. Fuck do you lower this thing? Whatever. You always just gotta squeeze it harder and then it works. I'm over here twisting and pulling it. All I needed was to squeeze it. Yeah, like, all right, so you guys masturbate. You guys are all into the masturbation scene. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like, when I first discovered masturbation, like, I thought I invented that shit. I went up to my buddy, I was like, dude, like, have you seen, like, have you heard, have you fucking experienced, like, this thing? And he was like, yeah, dude, like, I've been doing that for years. I was like, no way, dude, you've been doing this? He's like, yeah. I was like, how'd you find out about it? He's like, my uncle. You must know my uncle, because my uncle showed me, and I was like, dude, I don't know your uncle. You'd probably fucking go to a therapist or some shit. You're gonna have a lot of problems in life. So, I want to thank all you guys. You guys have been great. I'm Sean Corrigan. I'm out. Thank you.